Good evening, welcome back. And I was just pottering around and I could feel a download coming in. I'm going to try and keep these readings a lot quicker, than what I've been doing. Because, Spirit's saying I'm overcomplicating things. So is that a message to somebody? Are you overcomplicating things? Because Spirit seems to think I am, which I can agree with Spirit, to be fair, because I'm a perfectionist. And being a perfectionist, you want everything just right, but that puts a lot of pressure on yourself. So I'm not gonna be a perfectionist anymore. I'm gonna try and be a bit more relaxed in my readings and in the healing that I offer out. But I'm being drawn to When Women Had Wings. Firstly, I've got all my cards out, and let's just see where this reading takes us. I don't know. As usually, I'll have a kind of an inkling what Spirit wants to talk about when the downloads come in. But quite honestly, this reading, I don't. But so the perfectionist came in, so it could be Spirit telling us to go a bit more easy on ourselves. You don't have to be perfect to achieve that goal that we've been striving for. I think there's a message in that, definitely, that Spirit's saying, just go easy on ourselves, show ourselves some not leniency, but show ourselves some, give ourselves some slack. We don't have to be perfect to get things done. And that's been going round in my head actually today about perfection. And I'm a Leo. I like things to be, I don't think perfectionist, but kind of getting that message now. I like things to be done to the best. I like to do things to the best of my ability, and that does mean putting a lot of pressure on myself a lot. Whether that's making my products, the readings that I offer, the light language, the Reiki, I go above and I go, beyond. And that's just, that is just how I'm built. But I am really trying to be more flexible. I saw the cards back looks of it. More, trying to be more, what's the word? More chilled, let's say. I'm trying to be more chilled. And not put that pressure on myself. That everything has to be so perfect. Because we live in a world where, if you're not perfect and you're not putting that pressure on ourselves, and we don't feel worthy, or we're not going to get things done, and we're not going to reach that goal. Spirit's saying not so. Also saying I'm a prime example of, I'm going to take this card because they're telling me to. I'm going to take that card at the bottom. I'm going to take that card at the bottom. And is that it? Let's have a look. And I'm going to take that card at the bottom. Fluffy. And again, free flow, like I've just took the cards out that way. And you know, that's the message I was also receiving today from Spirit. I've been really, really busy, so I've not stopped to listen to what they were saying. But Spirit's been trying to say to me, now I'm doing this reading, they've been trying to get through to me. But I've been I've been very, very busy. But basically they've been saying, you know, I need to be a bit more. I'm doing what I need to be doing by creating this channel. I'm also channeling what I need to be channeling, you know, it's coming through the way that it comes through. And yes, it doesn't look like it's organised, and it doesn't look like it's falling into place. But the message I've been getting through today is things are falling into place, but messy. So they may look messy, but in that mess there is don't want to say organisation, but in that mess there is magic, they're saying. But yeah, you know, I can't see sometimes because I have that much going on with, you know, countless of things, not just, you know, the readings that I do, and I have, you know, everyday life going on. And, you know, first and foremost is my spiritual awakening path. You know, it eclipses everything, you know, because it has to, because it's why I'm here on earth in this time, you know. It's why I chose, you know, to return here to help people, you know, as, you know, in this new golden age that we're in. I chose this, my soul chose it, you know, and I'm awake enough that I recognise that my soul chose this now. I wasn't as awake as I am now to recognise it a while back, but yes, I certainly chose this. And yeah, you know, so it's saying like, in the mess there is magic. So let's see what these cards say then. So one's upside down. So do you feel upside down? Do you feel you're going backwards? And that's also a song I've had going on. Well, that's been popping up on my my TikTok as well. And it's the Cheryl Cole song, Are We Going in Reverse? I can't remember it. Do you feel we'll go backwards? Let's just go back to the start. Anything that's worth happening is worth fighting for. Excuse my singing. Quitting's out of the question. When it gets tough, gotta fight some more. We gotta fight for this love. We gotta fight. But that reverse, it's definitely reverse. Spirit, what Spirit's asking, do you feel like you're going in reverse on your path, on your spiritual awakening path, or, you know, your twin flame awakening? It is going to be about twin flame this, because I've got my Sweet Love Tea Oracles cards out, and I got a message pride's coming on about, yes, there's messages in for the twin flames. And because this has come out, the Ten of Pentacles upside down. So just what I was saying, that in the mess there's magic. So, you know, this is how Spirit's saying we might all feel. We might feel a bit upside down at times and not organised, and you know, not trusting what's happening, you know, because we can't see what's happening, but not trusting it. It's hard to trust something, you know, when you can't see the outcome. But yeah, this is I'm gonna keep it like that, because that song, Are We Going in, the Cheryl Cole song, we feel like we're going in reverse, you know. Let's just go back to the start. So that could refer to twin flames out there, or soulmates even. So do you feel like you're going backwards? You're going in reverse? Well, Spirit's saying, go back to the start, you know? Go back to the start and think about how much you have come through, how much you have gained, what knowledge you have gained, you know, at this point. And yeah, even if you have to go back to the start, I'm going to go to this. And this is the Magician. And, you know, in that mess, there's magic. That's what the Magician creates. Yeah? So, Spirit's saying, although things, you know, seem a bit upside down, topsy-turvy, not clear, go back to the start, you know? Basically, look at what you've come through already and what you've gained, and that spiritual knowledge that you've gained. You know, on the spiritual awakening path, you gain spiritual knowledge. That's why it's, you know, it's spiritual awakening. And you become this magician, you know, through you know, going through this path. You become that magician, you know, you're an alchemist. But yeah, this, I'm going to go back to this card. So on the spiritual awakening path, you do feel like you're going backwards. Sometimes you might move forward. So I'm going to bring the Chariot in here. So the Chariot, it's all about going forward, you know, that trajectory and moving forward. And Chariot, it's quite a fast moving, you know, card. So yeah, you can feel like you're moving quite fast sometimes on this path, and things can you know, escalate, so to speak. But you can also feel like you're upside down, topsy-turvy, going backwards. You have the birth of them on this path, you know. So there can be fast action and fast moving, you know, healing and yeah, and things coming into you also, you know, from the turning of that wheel. So this turning of the wheel comes after you've alchemized things that you no longer want. So you've become that magician, you've become that alchemist. Then comes the turning of the wheel. And turning of the wheel is you know, end of all cycles and new beginnings, things coming, you know, towards you, you know, you're getting out of that yeah, that topsy-turvy, upside down kind of feeling, you know. You're getting out of that feeling like you're going backwards. And then, you know, the Chariot. So the Chariot's fast moving action, something coming towards you,